Hey everybody, it's a rainy day today. The temperature is about 42, 43 degrees, I'd say. Humidity is a whopping 91%, so watch out. Okay, here we go. We have these things. I call them the interior ceiling panels. I don't know what their proper nomenclature is. There's no, they're not in the illustrated parts breakdown. They're just illustrated in every picture of the canopy. I know they exist, but I'm gonna have some trimming up to do once I install the skin over top of them. I'm just gonna do some trimming so they'll sit on the other side of the speed nuts, so I can get my screws down through there and then put the strip over them. And they are just sitting up there, so they're prone to falling out or doing whatever they want to do, but you can get a really good idea of how they work. There's 6 on either side, plus I've got the pair to do up there, but I'm gonna pull that lateral frame down just a hair because it's kind of like at an angle. It needs to be straight as I can get it. That's one of my old mistakes I just never fixed. I'll have to, like this, how I rounded that off. I have to take the jet controller out in order to work up there. And believe it or not, I'm gonna have to build a wooden work stand that kind of sits on the floor and leans up against that, just so I can get up there and work. Because there's no way to get, I could pop my head through there, but I want to be, especially when I get the skin up there. It's nice seeing my work all the way across there. That's awesome. I wish that I could have made a die set for each one of these, but instead I had to make them in several pieces, which actually I've got my pattern right here. I made this piece, I cut that out of aluminum, and then I bent up each side, and then I bent those in and riveted those together. And then after shaping one individually to get them to fit perfectly, I then took those strips on there and riveted those on. The most difficult one, or the most time consuming, I should say, was that one, because it's got the most curve here, plus it's got that curve, but that curve is the same. I guess that would be the longitudinal. Well, that'd be the lateral, but yeah, that'd be the lateral curve of the panels. And the longitudinals, they differ. That one's got the most curve, and then that one's middle, and that one doesn't have any curve because those are straight. And then these guys back here, which I can't reach them, so I just put on that back piece and tossed them up there. I don't really know how I'm going to get up there to work on them. I guess I could take the light box down and pop my head up through there, but that's too simple. I need to make I'm probably going to have to just take a step back and go get some 2x4s and make a work stand that goes over, because I got a lot of work to do back there. And I do not enjoy popping up, trying to fit my upper body through those frames. So, actually I've got a ladder. One of those ones that does all those thing and bends and whatnot. That might work, but I doubt it. I'm probably just gonna have to build a work stand. But they're all up there now. Let's go take a look on the inside. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Let's start all the way back here. Let's go. These, of course, are going to be, would it be recessed? They'll be inside there. Those will be flush with the, I think they protrude just enough, just a little bit. It's hard to see, but I'll burn that bridge when I cross over it. I got the other one over there. One thing I've noticed is this is going to have to be cut back a little bit because the C13 goes right there and the very edge of the stamping starts at where these screws are. So this would overlap. That's no good. But those are things you don't know until you build it. No problem. That's why this is still up here and rough, because I knew there would be discoveries along the way. When I came out here, was it yesterday morning I started working on these panels? Hell, I don't know. The first thing I did was try to make a die. I figured if I took a piece of wood, cut a 6-inch circle, and then took a 4-inch object and then pressed it, it would make the shape. It did not. It bent this. And then I tried to, what I need is a double action press. I need an outside die that holds the steel and one that goes in the center. But another thing that would work would be to make the base and the plug or whatever you call it. But the problem with doing that is these are not straight. So I'd have to duplicate this roundness, which I think I'm going to do. It's just a matter of doing it. I'll have to just, break out my steel and break out my welder and have at it. It won't take much, but I'm definitely going to get them done. And they are going to look cool. Love it. I'm not going to fill in these, I don't think. I might. I don't know. We'll see. Really no need to, because these are going to be covered up. I can't say that enough. At a glance, somebody would say, oh, yeah, that's a B-36 ceiling. I think they would. If not, I don't know what to tell you. I feel like I had something else to mention. Well, crap. They're inside, so I can't show you the, I got the perfect rubber. They're like furniture edge protectors. It's like a 1/2 inch, and then, no, it's not. I believe it's like 10 millimeters with a 3 millimeter gap, and then another 10. If I eliminate the bottom 10, cut it down to about 3 or 4, that should allow me to pop the glazing up in there, or the clear vision panel. I'll get to those eventually. I'm in no hurry. If you look on the real B-36, they've got foam on this thing. It's like some kind of a spray foam. There's a really good reason, because that is a good way to hit your head. I do it quite often. That's what the duct tape is up there for. But it doesn't do a very good job. Well, I guess that's about it. I'll see y'all next time.